television, they're taking what's, being pushed to them in advertising on the supermarket shelves. And that's where you talk about a scam. I mean, now you're starting to get into the area where you're consciously manipulating the public. You say something is fortified or enriched. Wow, that sounds like it's been fortified with something. It's been enriched with something. But the truth is, it means it's been sprayed with a chemical called folic acid, which you've been led to believe is a natural vitamin, which is not true. Folic acid doesn't exist anywhere on the surface of the earth. You can't find folic acid anywhere naturally in nature. We make it in a laboratory. Folate occurs naturally in nature, but we make a compound called folic acid, which 44% of the population can't even process, right? And so this causes massive anxiety. It causes gut disruption. There are people listening to this podcast right now that will lay down to go to sleep at night, and as their environment quiets, their mind will wake up. They'll find themselves just running through all of these innocuous little thoughts. Very often, it's related to a gene mutation called MTHFR, which is an inability to process this chemical called folic acid. Doesn't sound like a big deal until you realize that folic acid is the most prevalent nutrient in the human diet. And now you have the presence of a chemical that is purposely sprayed on our food supply, sprayed on our grains, our rices, our breads, our cereals, our pastas, our flours, that doesn't need to be there. It's done as an addition to.
So it's done as a marketing.
It's marketed as
added as a marketing
enriched
campaign, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not actually.
So it's added as a benefit and to sell the product.
Mm-hmm. And it's a detriment.
Yeah.
Right? And so I think that, there you're starting to get into areas where, someone consciously knows that if I'm putting artificial fruit flavoring on a label, am I really trying to be truthful about the contents of that, prepackaged food, that processed food? Because do I really realize that the consumer doesn't understand that artificial fruit flavoring means ain't got no fruit? There's no fruit in here. Like when I put artificial blueberry fruit flavoring, I know that the consumer thinks that there's blueberries in there, but there ain't a damn blueberry in there, right? It's just a blueberry flavor. And so I think from that standpoint, when you're consciously doing it, you don't have a fiduciary to someone other than, making a profit. I think you have challenges.